Good.
I want to ask you a question about Coach Bieniemy. I've heard that he, has meals with some of you guys and is basically trying to build up that relationship so that he can coach you hard. What have you experienced like that, and how has he built his relationship with you to do that?
Sure. When he first got here, we have our team dinners, everything, and he would sit, at the players' table. It was a little bit later than usual, and I normally take long to get out the building, so I was always at the table with him, and we weren't even really talking about football, just talking about life questions, seeing where he came from. He's a local guy too, so it's cool to see that.
Sorry. No.
We did that multiple times, and I would say we have a good relationship. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. He's been to all the top places, so that's where I want to be someday. So.
Well, what did you learn about him that you found interesting in talking to him in those settings?
Just a good guy, and he cares deeply. Like some coaches might get on you, and players take that the wrong way. With him, he can get on you, but he really cares deep down. You know that, okay, he's gonna yell at you on the field, up at the table, he's gonna laugh, he's gonna care, hey, how you doing? He wants the best for each one of us. So that's a cool thing about him, Coach.
Coach Foster said he called it criticizing the performance, not the performer.
Exactly.
But when you're out there and you hear that yelling, I'm imagining sometimes it's probably not the most fun thing in the world, right?
It's not the most fun, but you got to be coachable. If you want to be great, you got to take the coaching. It's the only way you're going to get better. So sure, it's not fun, but that's where you learn.
We just got done talking to Rico. Obviously, this is his first camp. What have you seen from him kind of early on as he's kind of adjusted to the Bruin way?
Doesn't play like a young guy, not at all. Going in his sophomore year, right? Yeah, that is his 7th grade.
Yeah.
He's mature. He acts like an old dude. Acts like he's been here. Works hard. Very hard worker and competitor. And that's something I'm glad we brought in, because it just makes the whole room better having people like that.
Were other guys left off of NCAA 25?
Maybe just a couple of transfers. I think that was what it was, because it was in that awkward period where people were transferring, so they couldn't tell what team they were on.
What were you guys doing when you were going through the roster and seeing who was on there?
Man, I didn't even get to really see it first. We were in workouts or whatever, but friends back home were looking at the roster, looking it up. And then everyone's sending you your overall, seeing who has the best overall on the team, everything like that, like everyone else is doing.
How good of a job did they do on the receiver room as far as capturing everybody's strengths?
Pretty solid, actually. I would think so. Only thing is Titus was rated too low. Titus should be rated, but I get it. He didn't really get to play. He didn't play last year, so I get that. But his rating should be way higher.
How about yours?
I'm never satisfied. I'll put it that way. I'm thankful. Growing up, I played that game, my whole life. Might not the names then, it was all numbers. Halfback 13, whatever it was. So it's cool. It's so real just being in a video game.
Did they get your routes right, the way you like to run and stuff like that?
They surprisingly actually make it really look like you. Like it's pretty crazy. Everyone back home, sending me videos of me scoring, dancing in the end zone. It's awesome.
Jay might describe the offense as explosive. How would you describe what the enemy's putting together?
Just that, explosive. using everyone's talents too. That's the cool thing. Putting everyone in different positions, mismatches. That's what we go for.
Special teams wise, I believe they added Tucker Meyer to the staff as an analyst. Does he work at all with you as far as punt returning, or is he more with the long snappers and those guys?
Technical terms, yeah, he's probably more with them. I've always been coached by Coach Foster as a returner. That's typically who coaches us. But I'm not just a returner. I might in the games just be doing return, but learning the whole special teams.
When people hear West Coast offense, I guess technically it's supposed to be lots of short passes to open up the run game and the vertical game. What does it mean to you? How would you kind of describe this offense, the way it runs?
You call it like a buffet. Everyone eats, and we don't just do short. We don't just do long. We don't just do medium. We don't just run to the inside, to the outside. Got everything in there. Playbook is huge, so we got every play you can think of.
Is the playbook bigger than it was last year?
I would say so. Yeah.
How's it like, obviously going into last year, there were so many questions about the quarterback position. What's it like, I guess, having a more clear idea of, Ethan being back there and that sort of thing, and how much did the quarterback situation kind of affect how the receivers kind of showcased themselves last year?
It's obviously it's a lot clearer this year. Ethan's the guy. He deserved it. He worked for it. Last year it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. That's your job. Whoever is back there throwing the ball. Whatever that one NFL year, was it Devontae? No, it was Hopkins that had 3 different quarterbacks that year and just didn't jump the ball the whole year. So you can't use that as an excuse. If he can do that. So, but it helps because the offseason you're with one guy, the other guys are there. Obviously you're getting reps with them, but it's clear who the guy is and he takes control.
How does it impact you in practice? You've got like 8 different quarterbacks throwing the ball. Is it hard to build a rhythm with so many? I'm assuming the ball comes out a little bit different out of each guy's hand. Is that hard for you to build rhythm with so many guys out there?
No, I wouldn't say so. It's a lot. We have a lot of QBs, right?
Yeah.
But they all got special talents. They all throw the ball just a little bit different. But at the end of the day, they're throwing us, and they know how we run routes, and that's what they learn. So I want to say it's too far off a rhythm.
I would imagine during practice you go up against Jalen Davies quite a bit. What have you seen from him over the last couple of years and how he's kind of progressed?
Growth. I've been playing against Jalen since we were young in high school and stuff. So just seeing his growth. He's always just been a baller. No matter the situation, he's been a baller. He's a smart dude, and he's actually being smarter. Just not giving too many keys of what he's gonna do. That's the thing I've seen.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you.